Fayetteville, North Carolina. She likes men who are a little shy, are able to get a tan, and who wear nice shoes. And she loves to listen to dating advice she gets from her grandmother. Please welcome Petra Bell. So what does Grandma tell you?
Grandma tells me to date as many men as I can.
Many?
And even at the same time. Like, as many as you can, and just have fun with it.
Now, did she do that?
When she was young, she used to do it. She likes to tell me stories about it.
Yeah?
So it's interesting.
Does she have some good stories?
Oh, yeah. Before my grandfather's time, of course.
Of course, yeah. So now, is that what you do?
Usually, no. It's kind of hard because I'm really picky about the kind of guys that I want to go out with, and so it usually doesn't work out that way. In fact, like, I was talking to my mom the other day, and I told her I probably wouldn't get out of the house until I got married, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna live here forever. So it's just...
A lot of confidence building there in your mom.
It's hard to guess.
What about the type of shoes you like?
Well, they have to match the outfit as far as, you know, you don't want some sneakers with a nice outfit, or you don't want to have, like, really nice shoes with a total casual outfit. But the one thing I don't really like are, like, cowboy boots, because they just... The guys who wear them kind of have this kind of cowboyish attitude. Not always, but it seems to work out that way, and that's not really what I'm into.
Of course, I guess if you have chaps and stuff like that on, it'd be good to have a pair of cowboy boots instead of sneakers. Kind of goes with the outfit, you know.
But I wouldn't go out with them.
Yeah, okay. We're going to take a look at the tapes that Petra saw, and I remember you're going to vote again. First, there was Michael. He grew up near Boston, went to college in Oregon, and just moved here about 5 months ago. And he says that he's at least 5 years away from getting married, and he claims that it only takes him about 30 seconds to determine if a woman likes him, and here's more from Michael.
I don't like prissy women who won't run because they'll get their hair messed up, or just women who don't know how to run. You know, that run like women, I guess. I kind of like women to run like men. Like, if they had to run across the street, they'd know how.
Okay. Next, there was Chris. He says that he's attracted to women who go after that, well, what they want. But he doesn't want to be stuck with a woman who nags. And most of his dates recently have been sort of average. But here's one that was a little worse than that.
She opened her door and her dog hated me and just attacked me for like 5 minutes. And she didn't do anything. She just stood there and looked at the dog attacking me. And I had these similar pants on, expensive Italian pants on. Ripped my jeans, knee down, all the way down, just shredded them.
And finally, Ricardo, he's looking for a woman who loves tennis and doing charity work. And if she also loves to wear mini skirts, he's not sure if he could control himself around her. He hardly ever dates because he's in law school, but here's what happened on his last blind date.
Here I had my heart set on a nice date, my first date, you know, dinner, movies, everything really nice. And then I look at her and just go, oh, this is going to be the longest 2 or 3 hours ever. And it was. It was really a long time.
All right. Those are the 3 men that Petra had to choose from. Time for you to vote. Who do you think would be best for her? Audience has made its choice. We're out of time, so we're going to find out who Petra picked and hear everything that happened on that date tomorrow. That's our show for today, but I hope all your dates are good ones tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
If you would like to be on Love Connection, please phone 213-659-6210. You must be 21 or over.
Dorothy's worth a mint on the Golden Girls. Next.
Chuck Woo's wardrobe furnished by Bernini. This is John Cervenka speaking for Love Connection. Love Connection is an Eric Lieber production produced in association with and distributed by Warner Brothers Domestic Television Distribution. Romance meets modern-day technology, where you hear all the intimate details of a first date. And now, here's the host of Love Connection, Chuck Woolery.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Nice to have you. Good looking group right here in the middle. And welcome over here. Let's get started by meeting our first guest. She was raised in Fayetteville, North Carolina. She has a pet cat named Grim and a pet dog named Little Bit. She doesn't date very often at all, and she thinks that one reason may be that she's always attracting nerds. Please welcome Petra Bell. Hi, Petra. How are you? Well, oh, Petra, describe these nerds that are you're attracting.
Yeah, I'm definitely not attracting... Well, anyway, they're just kind of... They're not really shy. They're, like, really well, not outgoing totally, but they're just, like, not your best looking kind of guys, and they're a little bit kind of nervous, but usually they'll try and make eye contact, and I'm friendly with them, and they get this as an idea in their head that because I smiled or because I said hi or something, they're like, oh, she likes me, let me try for it, or, you know, it's just like nothing I'm really interested in.
But no good-looking guys, as far as you're concerning, are coming?
I don't want any good-looking nerds, nah.
No, I mean, well, I mean, other than them.
Well, it's not lately. I mean, it's just, you know, because I'm so picky, it's just hard to find somebody that's really good looking that meets all the qualifications and all that.
Well, I'm going to remind everybody what happened yesterday. Our studio audience saw Petra's 3 choices. They voted on which one they thought would be best for her. Take a look at all 3 and catch you up today. First, there's Michael. He claims that it only takes about 30 seconds to determine if a woman likes him. Chris doesn't want to be stuck with a woman who nags. And Ricardo, he usually melts in front of a woman who wears miniskirts. Now, the audience vote was recorded yesterday. We'll get that a little later. Right now, Petra's going to tell us who she chose.
I chose Michael.
Yeah. Right, he's backstage. So Michael, check away. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Chuck. How you doing?
Just fine. Make yourself at home. Relax back there.
Okay,
And Petra will start us off.
So anyway, we decided to go parasailing, and he,
Wait a minute. Okay. You're going to parasail. I'm sorry. You just don't... You don't look like somebody who's going to jump in a parasail.
Well, it's not, well, neither one of us had ever done it, and so I was like, oh, it's a really good idea, you know, and he thought so too, and so he came down and met me, and he looked really nice. He was wearing shorts, we just dressed for the occasion, and then...
were you surprised, or were you...
Surprised how he looked?
Yeah.
Well, he looked kind of how I pictured him. You know, I'd seen his face, and
You seem real happy about all this. I mean, I feel like we've done something right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What about her looks, Michael? Were they what you expected?
Yes and no. She described herself to me over the phone, and the Southern accent kind of threw me, because when I hear Southern accents, I sort of think of blondes. And so even though she said she had dark hair, I was sort of expecting a blonde, and so I was a little surprised, but she was cute. She's very pretty and well put together.
That's a nice compliment.
Oh, thanks.
So now what happens?
Well, we go down, and we're a little bit early for the parasailing, and it turns out that we're the only ones that are going to be on the boat. Usually they have 6 people.
Uh-huh.
And we go out, and it's, I don't know if you've ever done it or seen it or anything, but...
I haven't, yes.
Well, it's a 2-seater thing, and both of us are really nervous.
Well, I've never done with another person. I've only done it alone.
Well, it's really fun this way, because you sit together, it's all nice and cozy, and you get a little blanket over you, and you're flying high in the air. It was like, where was it?
And if you fall, you die together, so I guess...
Just kind of let you drift down.
So it's romantic up there, is it, Michael, or just kind of scenic?
It was cozy and scenic. I don't know that it was romantic. We were really jammed into this small seat, and we had to wear life jackets, so the life jackets were kind of riding up in our faces.
Yeah, that's so they can find the body.
It wasn't it wasn't the place for romance, Chuck.
Yeah. So now what happens?
So then we go back and change, because we were both in shorts, and we go out to the restaurant.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out, you know, we're talking the whole time, conversation's keeping up, and I think he's really easy to talk to, and I don't know about...
What kind of things are you talking about, Michael?
Well, somehow or another, we got back to the conversation of feet.
Feet?
And I had mentioned that my second toe is longer than my big toe, and she...
That's really fascinating.
Well, I think so, too, but she told me that means that I'm the one who wears the pants in the family. So what could I do but agree?
What?
It was just something I was told.
You just made it up, or?
No, it was something I was told.
See, in the South, that's one thing about the South, okay? All you folks in the South, you know this is true. You got all these little things that, well, the second toe is larger. Well, let me tell you about my Uncle Ned now. He has a second toe. Yeah. Well, so now what happens?
Well, dinner was good, and we left there. Got back to my house, and my mom was watching TV, and I'd kind of already talked to her about what we were going to be doing as far as coming back from a restaurant and watching a movie, so I'd kind of asked her to kind of leave the room. So anyway, after she finished her program, she leaves, and we watch a couple movies.
You're in your house now.
Yes.
And you're watching a couple of movies. So now what's going on, Michael?
Well, actually, we were just sitting there watching movies, Chuck, and
All alone?
I was wondering if maybe it was going to get romantic by one of our doings, but
And did it?
Usually I like to wait. I like to wait till I'm about 99% sure that
Hate rejection, don't you,
right,
Michael?
that it's going to work out. And at this point, I was feeling pretty good, but only about 80%. So I said, well, I better wait a little while and see what happens.
So you're waiting. Is he appealing to you at this point?
Oh, yeah.
So if he kissed you, you wouldn't mind?
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, I just asked. So how did the date end?
we went outside. I was going to walk him out, and it was kind of foggy outside, and so we kind of just sat there for a while talking about the fog and just reminiscing about how it reminded us of back east, and then we just kind of led up to the goodnight kiss.
So you did have a kiss.
Yeah, I figured it was about the right
Had
time.
a couple of them. What, Michael?
It was about the right time, Chuck. The signals were okay.
Well, did she kind of tilt her head and kind of move at you a little bit, or what?
Well, we were just sort of sitting real close together, and I could just tell that it was time. So I did.
It was right, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, let's take a look and see the audience pick for you. Sounds like you had a good date.
I thought so.
Yeah. I want to say Petra, and it's Petra, isn't it?
Petra.
Yeah. Well, they like Michael, 48%.
I'd love to.
Come on out, Michael. Now, Michael's very collegiate looking here. I mean, he's got his Bass Weegians on and...
Shoes.
Huh? Oh, you like the shoes? Good shoes. Yeah, good.
All right.
So far, you're a hit. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show. We enjoyed having you. Yeah, we're going to come right back with another couple. Stay with us.